I knew we were in the Mile High City when I got up into the broadcast booth and got winded. Yes, we are in Denver, everyone, and the Avalanche are ready to go. Well, we've been waiting for this one all day long, and here we go. The Islanders will look to go in the offensive as they win the opening draw. The Avs gain possession in their own end. Shakes off the coverage. He's got a step. Doesn't get the shot off. I'm not sure what happened there, Cheryl.
Me neither, James. I mean, I was a defender. I was never up ice like that. No, all kidding aside, though, I think there's just a ton of pressure. He's looking over his shoulder, seeing how much time he has, and just flubs it.
Here's a shot. Big time stop by Sorokin.
Oh, what a save there, James. I mean, that's situational awareness at its finest, knowing exactly where the threat is in that slow slot and taking all the space away.
Heineman stick handling in his own zone. Passes over to Schaefer. Colorado's got a hold of it along the wall. And now it's grabbed by Manson. And he slides it quickly to Makar. And the puck leaves the zone going back to center ice. The Islanders gain possession. And he coughs it up with the pass. Scores! The Avalanche light the lamp. The Avs are first to light the lamp tonight. Let's see where it goes from here.
There's been some back and forth action, and you have to believe that sometimes when there's one, there's more to come.
And that pass attempt is deflected. Nietzsche has the puck against the half wall. Here's a chance. How did he stop that one?
I'd say, yeah, some fast twitch muscle fiber in there because I'm telling you, he makes that save. I thought that was going in, but he just reacts and keeps it out of the net.
Feeds it over.
Nichushkin's running it.
He scored! That's back-to-back goals.
Well, nothing like switching momentum and putting your opponent on their heels and getting two in a row. Back-to-back. Here they come.
The Avs have put a lot of pucks on net here in the first, and they continue to lead. And they grab possession of the puck after that center ice face-up. Looking to make something happen along the boards. And the puck leaves the zone. They'll be forced to regroup at center. Halleck's got the puck along the wing. Shot! And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net.
I love the willingness to drive north on this and beat your opponent to the space in behind, and that's exactly what he does by a great body position. Just look at his legs and the wide base to be able to get in there and get that shot off. Well, the medical staff is waiting at the bench here, looking at him to get off the ice, but he is really struggling in significant pain.
And that's knocked away by Blankenberg. Scores! That's 3 in a row!
It's so much easier when you're running in the game and your opponent is chasing, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
The Avs have been all over them, and there's still plenty of time left in this first. And off the draw, they win the faceoff. Brindley's got it against the boards. Quick shot! Score! Who's ready to get wild tonight? Welcome back to EA Sports. I'm James Cebulski. Yes, I am rocking a mullet tonight here in the Twin Cities. Well, the moment of truth is almost upon us here. They're about to drop the puck. The Avs win the draw, and they'll start on the attack. Cuts into the paint. Denies him in close.
This is a great reactive save. I mean, he sees the puck at the last second and is able to get his body in front of it. That is tough, not easy to do. He found it, and he made the save.
Thunderous use of the body of the hit.
In order to dictate the tempo of the game right at the onset of it, you want to make your opponent think and hear you coming, and that's what he does with that first hit.
Wrist shots on the slot. Fantastic save. Shakes loose. Oh, and he misfires on that. And that's a great heads-up in the defensive zone to force the turnover. Tried to get too cute with it and loses possession.
Used his all skills. You know that back in the day he's been working on it collectively, and it shows in his game. But right here he just gets caught up in a tight space and loses the puck.
Lots of time left in this period. We're still scoreless. The Avs take possession off the faceoff. Counters a shot! Oh, puts it off the iron. Had the side of the net, but doesn't go.
Oh, a great chance there, James, and an opportunity to get the go-ahead goal, but the pipe gets in the way, and it says, not today.
Rinks taking it from his own end. Into the offensive end, right up the middle. They've really got him on their heels here now. Picked off. Taken along the wall by Brodin. With the puck inside the defensive zone. He takes a moment to backtrack but maintains possession. Bogosian's gained the line and on the attack. Colorado's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Here's a short pass to Nichushkin. Oh, that adds some hot sauce on that hit. Middleton's got it in the defensive end. Circles back to center ice. Off the glove and makes the save.
Wow, James, I mean, not everyone can elicit a thunderous hit like that. I mean, he just clobbered his opponent.
Getting closer to the halfway point of this frame. Still looking for our first goal. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Moves it quickly over to Lehkonen. Drives to the crease. Oh, he got all that. What a save by Gustafsson.
Well, you know he's got the skill set to be able to maintain possession of this puck, but how about the determination to have his eyes on the prize the whole time and to get out of the coverage to be able to get a shot on net? That's courage, and that certainly is a will to take it to the net.
Minnesota sending their power play unit out for the first time tonight.
Well, we all know that specialty teams are often the difference makers in the game, and with this one knotted at 0, they got to find a way to get the go-ahead right here and establish their presence on the power play.
The Wild have the puck on the attack. Oh, what a move! Avoids the poke check and maintains possession. He tips it. Bad save. I think that was deflected in front. Colorado's looking to break up. Quick feed to Kadri. Cutting to the front of the net. And he elects to explore his options. Hughes works the puck in his own zone. Minnesota's in on the offensive attack now. With the backhander. Shuts him down. Back to the goal line.
Landeskog almost out of the box.
Strong penalty killing execution as both sides are now back to even strength.
Power plays have the opportunity to really dictate pace and change the momentum of the game, and this one didn't do any of it, James. Certainly frustrated as they head back to the bench.
Gets the puck over to Stern. They've got numbers here. Puts it on net, and they got caught up in traffic and hits a stick. Quick shot. Big time stop. Takes the feed under pressure. Slides the puck across to Lehkonen. Here's a chance on the attack. Minnesota's got the puck. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. Shot! And a huge stop by the goaltender at point-blank range.
This is a really nice save, James. I mean, the shooter's in the middle of the ice. He's in the slot area. And he's got to get to the top of the crease, square to the puck to be able to make that save. Great job.
Grabs the puck in the defensive zone. Into the attacking end. Shot! Routine save made by Flatwood.
Let's have another look at that monster of a hit there, James. You got to love it. You have to have great timing. You got to know when your opponent's vulnerable.
Here in the later stages of this period, still no score in this one. Nelson's won the draw deep in the defensive zone. Less than a minute to go here in the opening frame. Burns plays it against the boards. Oh, he gets a blocker on it. What a stop by Gustafsson. Minnesota's got the puck along the wall. First 20 minutes of play is in the books. Both teams get a chance to refresh and reset. We'll be back with second period action in no time. Put your twos up because the second period's about to go down. It's been advantage goalies through the first 20 minutes of this one as we are still looking for the game's first goal as the puck drops in period number 2. All right, Pounder, how would you assess this game through the first 20 minutes played?
The Avs have generated a ton of shots, been really aggressive in the offensive zone in particular, James. I think they're going to need to get more net front presence if they want to put it by the Tenders, having an outstanding game.
And a great save!
And the sequence of saves, I love how strong he is in his set positioning here, James. You can see that he gets square to the shooter, and that makes the second save easier.
Right on the doorstep. Big time stop. Moves it to Kadri. Colorado's got the puck along the wall. Quick pass to Taves. Here in the corner, he grabs the puck. Loses the coverage there. Colorado's going to play the puck from behind the cage. Oh, the whole team is reeling here inside the defensive zone, and the fans are nervous. On the attack, they come down the right wing. Gets in front of it for the block. On the one-timer, the lane was plugged up, and that shot's blocked. Takes it to the net. Decides to think about it. Hammers it on net. Denies him with the save. Minnesota's got the puck in the defensive end. Colorado's looking to break out of their own end. And he sidesteps the check there. Sends it to the middle. Kicked off in front. Look at this down the right wing. They're on the attack. Oh, he kind of struggled with that one, but he got just enough to keep it out.
Blackwood's made a great save, and even better is the redirect to the corner.
They've got the defense outnumbered. He scores!
They do a great job in transition, and they recognize they have the number. So on the odd man rush, they've got someone driving the net, pulling the knee back, and guess what? They capitalize on the space that they're given.
The Avs deserve a lot of credit here, breaking through with the first goal. They didn't get frustrated. They've just stayed with the game here, Cheryl.
And they needed to, James, because they've had an effective game. I like the way they've played. They've been aggressive. They've hounded pucks. They've had the majority of shots, and they finally capitalized.
Dishes it off. And he easily stops that one.
Gustafsson's been so consistent throughout tonight's game, and I mean, he's made timely saves as well. A lot of shots that he's faced, and his save percentage is an indicator of it.
The Avs look to start the transition game. Slides it quickly to Landeskog. Moves into the slot. What a blocker stop at point-blank range by Gustafsson. Here in the back half of this period, Colorado's up 1-0. Ross won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone. Great use of the twig as he pokes that one away. Minnesota's got a hold of the puck. The Avs gain possession along the wall. There's a shot! Big stop right there! The Wild have gained control of the puck in their own zone. And takes a tour out of the offensive end to find some space at center. And we're going to get a face-off after the offside. The Avs continue to lead it here in the second period. They have been very active in the offensive zone tonight. And they've got the puck after that neutral zone face-off. Puck scooped up by Toews. He hit along the boards, and those walls are rattling.
When you're along the wall, you got to have your head up. You better be good in small spaces, and you can't get out of the way of this thunderous hit, though, because it was lined up perfectly here, James. He knew exactly what he was going to do, and he finished right through the wall.
The Avs will play it from the defensive zone. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Here's a short pass to Manson. Passes it over. Moves close to the point. Makes the save on the slapper. Moves it quickly over to Brink. Takes it into the slot. Gets a piece of it with the glove.
Well, these are the saves when you know that your goaltender is dialed in, James. The ability to get to the top of the crease and be square to the shooter, that's a great save.
Big time stop there.
A player should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes the save.
Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Scores! Well, I guess they weren't saved by the bell there.
How's that for momentum? In the last seconds of the frame, you find a way to put it in, and that's going to create a ton of momentum. So now, heading into the next period, you want to garner that momentum and carry it forward.
Sports continuing coverage of the NHL. We're in Raleigh, North Carolina tonight as the bunch of jerks are ready to surge. You've been waiting for this all day. I've been waiting for this. Cheryl's been waiting for it all morning. The Hurricanes start with possession as we are now underway. Broken up in the neutral zone by Kadri. Oh, look at this. Slides it across. Oh, and he cracks it perfectly in the offensive end. We got a whistle. Penalty coming up. The Hurricanes are going to be shorthanded as they are called for tripping.
Hockey players have to continue to remind themselves, even when they're in the scrum, that they got to fight for body position and move their feet. If they don't, they get caught reaching, and this tripping call is a result of the extension of the arms.
Up along the wing. Quick feed to Aho. From the left side, he moves it up ahead. Big hit, and that frees up possession. Trying to come up with a huge defensive play to get this puck out of his own end. Colorado's gained possession. Moves it to Makar. Driving right to the front. Oh, what a tough save by Bussy.
Man, is he ever difficult to defend. Hey, James, I mean, so difficult when you're shoving, you're doing everything you possibly can to move and separate him from the top.
Go-ahead goal comes short-handed.
This is why you play the game, James. This is not how it's supposed to happen. This is a real deflator for the power play unit. Now they've got some work to do, but man, the other side, there's a ton of momentum going now. When you have speed and numbers off of the rush, you push your opponent back. Some sagging D that opens up space to move the puck either in front or shoot it, James. I just love the play off the rush here.
The Avs take it along the wall. Here's a chance. Tremendous stop by Bussy.
The shots come to the middle of the ice, and he has some heat on it, but he's ready and waiting for it. He's to position, and he makes the save.
Quick pass to Landeskog. Takes a shot. And that goes off course off the body. Enters the offensive zone from the left. Oh, it was a missile, and he stopped it. Colorado's got it in their own zone. Simple stop by Blackwood. Slides it on over to McKinnon. Gaining steam here on the attack. Puck was changing directions, and he's still got a pad on it.
The goaltenders are the last line of defense for a reason. This time, he bails his team out.
Picked up along the boards by Blake. The Avalanche have taken possession in their own end. Here's a shot, and not much on that one. Handles the pass. Pushes it across to Jarvis. Here's a short pass to Blake. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Great hits up play with the stick by Malinsky. The Avalanche have gained possession. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. Takes a shot. Comes up with a monster save in front.
Well, a great A scoring chance taken away from the inner slot because he's so aggressive and gets to the top of his crease.
And he takes the dish. Here's a chance. Nice stop by Blackwood. Moves the puck to Waugh. Now a quick pass to Kelly. Moves inside. Huge save on the play. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Absolutely incredible that he can extend himself like that, James, to be able to get onto that puck. Incredible save.
Feeds it over. Moves it quickly over to Kelly. Colorado's got it near the point. Taken by Nelson. My word, they've really got them hemmed in here in their own zone. Moves it around. And is picked up by the defense. And a quick tag up, and here they come again. Here's a pass. Here's it around. And someone gets in front of that one. Looking, moves around. Rips it. Trying to get it out of their own end. And it stays in. They look exhausted. Scores! And we are tied. New game here, Pounder.
Oh, yeah, it's a new game, James. But I really like the pushback to get the equalizer. And now it's what they do with that momentum. This next shift is critical.
The Avs get a hold of the draw. Tipped in front. Great save by the goaltender. Just real smart positioning on that one.
Well, goaltender has to be able to anticipate the play, and he does just that. Gets square to the shooter in the low slot and makes the save.
And he put that one aside. Takes the feed. Carolina's got a hold of the puck now. And he shut the door on that last play. Answered the call on that play.
Man, is he ever quick on his feet, anticipating the play. Excellent reflexes. He's saving his team right now.
And it's a quick pass to Stankoven. Looks to make a play over to Makar. The backhand scores! The go-ahead goal!
Well, the game is all about timing here, James. And now they're in front, so these next two shifts are critical. They want to play with a ton of energy and keep their opponent guessing. I just love this play, and it's an excellent read to get the exit, James, but it's a long-range breakout pass, and getting in behind the coverage, that's the key here. Getting in behind, cutting the ice in half, and then sail into the offensive zone and finish it off.
Well, the first 20 is in the books. Let's see what this second period offers. Second frame is underway as the puck is dropped. All right, Cheryl, what's your interpretation of what you've seen from the first period of action?
Boosie's the only reason that his team is in this game, James, and he's been outstanding through the first 20. He's dialed in, he's focused, and his team needs to pick it up if they want a shot at winning this game.
Cutting to the slot. He stopped it. Oh, he stopped it.
Oh, he's like a rubber band, James. I thought he was out of the net, but he finds his way back in to make that save.
Tiptoes around the poke check. Here's a backhand. Great save by the Tendy on the wraparound.
Well, you gotta have a strong push if you want to be able to go post to post, kids, and that's exactly what he does to make the save.
Here we go. They've really ratcheted up the intensity here now in the O-zone. Oh, another back-to-back saves. Wow. They are really putting on the heat in the O-zone. Here's the pass. Oh, the stop and run. Looking to set up offensively. Colorado's got the puck in their own end. Tries to get it to Kadri. Drives it to the crease. And he opts to wait for more support. The backhander. Oh, he got a paddle on it.
Man, he was right on that puck. He knew exactly where it was. It was tight to the crease. He got it and challenged right away to make the save.
Oh, what a reactionary save on the one-timer. The home team scores on the wraparound. That was gift wrap Christmas present style.
It really was. You got to know where the goaltender is, and you have to know.
Hi, everybody. We're in Rocky Mountain Country here in Denver, Colorado. The Avalanche ready to pile on the opposition tonight. This city's been buzzing all day, and it's time to finally see what's up. The Avs are going to start with the puck after taking the opening draw. Picked up along the boards by McKinnon. Grabs it in his own end. Passes the puck over to Makar. Dishes it off. Quick feed to McKinnon. And they go back on the attack in the offensive zone. Moves it to Manson. Oh, love the defensive stick work there to poke that one away. Moves the puck. Makar's got it in the offensive zone. Looking for space along the blue line. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Passes it over. Puts it on net. And just got a piece of it to keep it out. Taves moves the puck. And now he tries to get it across to Manson. Skates to the crease. And he elects to explore his options. And that's a smart heads-up play by Makar. Kadri's going to play it against the half wall. Here he is, shot in front. Shuts him down.
Blackwood's made a great quality shot look easy. I mean, he is so efficient. He's dialed in, he tracks, and he makes the save.
Taves takes the puck. The Avs take possession in the neutral zone. Oh, look at this. Backhander in front. And a great save.
Sometimes when you have no time to think, you make these types of saves. I mean, there's no hesitation here, just simply reaction to be able to make it.
lead. Handles the puck. And he elects to play the puck. Picked up along the wall by Burns. The Avs will play it in their own end. Leachus looks around. Fires it on net. Oh, I thought he was going to be beaten, and he somehow got a piece of that.
It's amazing to me how he always looks like he's in the right position because he tracks and reads the play so well, and this time he gets in front of the puck that's right in the middle of the ice as the shooter's got a dangerous opportunity.
And now he moves it quickly to Kiviranta. Sends a pass over. Kulak's moving the puck through his own zone. He takes a moment to backtrack but maintains possession. From his own end, he moves it up ahead.
First pass leads to the offense. That's a great one.
Here's a short pass to Kadri. Takes it from the other side of the blue line. Redirected off one of his own line mates there. Hammers a shot! And that goes off a stick and off to the side. And he makes the save. And the goalie covers up for the whistle. Late goings of this period. Still scoreless in this one. Ross won a big draw in their own end. Kiviranta's got it on the offensive end. Drives to the sweet spot. Oh, a clutch save.
This is a fantastic save, James. He's all over it. What I mean by that is he knows exactly where it is and where it's moving. A reason why he can get square to it and make the save.
Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. And that's deflected. Moves it quickly over to Taves. Oh, how did he keep it out? What a blocker stop by Blackwood. Makes the save. Puck from the boat to Kiviranta. We got a stoppage in play. Almost anarchy in front of that net.
Well, there certainly is. It was chaotic as the ozone possession time is certainly up. They needed this rest with a great play by the tender.
The Avs start with the puck in their own end. Toss to the back. Oh, what a save in front. Quick feed to Taves. And the puck hops out of the offensive zone. They'll be forced to regroup. Puck picked up by Manson. Passes it to Kadri. That's it for period number one. Second period action coming up in moments here on EA Sports. Both teams back on the ice. They're lined up, and period number two is about ready to go. Still looking for the game's first goal as we are underway in the second. Well, how do you sum up things so... He scores! You know, my mother always said kale is good for you, and Cale Makar is simply great.
I really like this shot, James. It's about accuracy when you recognize there's a screen net from the goaltender. He's down in the butterfly trying to make himself as big as possible. Not big enough for that shot.
McKinnon's quick stick lands on the puck here at center. To the low slot. Decides to think about it. Moves it to Taves. And that's deflected off someone in front. Oh, great save by Blackwood. The Avs continue to be the more active team here early in the second, and they lead as a result. Nelson's won the draw. There's a shot. Oh, kicked it out with the pad off that deflection. They've got some momentum here. Tap dances around the check.
Yeah, we are, James, and you can certainly feel them coming. I mean, the energy was starting to shift, and they get rewarded with that goal.
The Avs have made this a whole new game in period number two.
The difference in a close find themselves tied.
Quick pass to Manson. A chance for the one-timer. And stuffs that big bomb. Inside the offensive end now down the left. The Avs played along the boards. Into the offensive end now. Here's a short pass to Landeskog. Lets it go. And he gets a chunk of that to keep it out. Here we go. On the wraparound. Scores! On the wraparound. It's tucked in.
Wow, this is great IQ as well. The presence of mind to know exactly where the goaltender is and doesn't come all the way around the net. Just tucks it in the open post.
The Avs are up by 1, and this is certainly a team that seems to play with more confidence when they're not chasing the game, Cheryl.
Yeah, it's always better to be when you're in front, James. I mean, you know that you have the lead. You have a little more confidence when the puck's on your stick, but there's a lot of runway left. They have to play with that confidence, but they have to manage the puck as well.
Big time block on the play.
Well, he's doing what it takes, James. And listen, coach is going to love that one. I expect to see him out here again.
Malinsky's got the puck, and he's walking the blue line. Nearing the point. Slides the puck over. Big time defensive play. Makar's lugging the puck. Moves around along the half wall. Here's a chance. Wins the iron.
The Avs are trying to claw their way back into this game, and that's not how you do it. When you have an opportunity to execute, you have to find the back of the net.
Moves it quickly over to Kiviranta. Here's an odd man rush. Good hit. Slides the puck over to Kulak. And he takes the feed. Fires it. And there's the save. The Avs move the puck in the defensive zone. Kulak's got it now deep inside his own end. Aggressive play with the poke check, and it pays off. Here he is with the backhander. Big time stop there.
He does a great job of having sound positional play based on where the puck is on that low inner slot. And he makes himself big, takes away the holes, and makes a save.
Shuts him down.
I really like this save, James, because he challenges the shooter who's all alone in the slot area. He turns aside a real dangerous opportunity.
Quick feed to McKinnon. Oh, here we go. And we'll play on as that goes off the outside of the post. And that shot gets blocked by one of his own teammates. The Avs carried along the wall. And the goalie somehow gets a piece of that one. Slides it over to Nichushkin. The Avs cross the line and gain the zone. Moves it to the middle. Can't get the shot off. Here's a shot. Denied by the goaltender. And Cheryl, listen to these fans here. They are getting loud. Some of them are getting on their feet here, still applauding that save we saw.
James, I think it's the appreciation for the desperation save, the compete, the will to keep that puck out of the net, and they're really showing him the love.
Skates in behind the cage. Less than a minute to go here in the second. Manson's walking the line. Moves up near the blue line and looks to set up at the point. Here's a pass down low. Nichushkin's got it in the corner. Avoids the poke check. Stick save and a beaut by Blackwood. There's the horn. 40 minutes in the books. We'll get a refresh for both the players and they are ready to drop the puck on period number 3. And the puck is dropped, and we are underway here in the third. All right, Cheryl, we played 2 periods in this one. Give the fans at home your take on what you've seen.
Yes, coaches can't be happy with the performance of their team tonight here, James. I mean, there has been no secondary effort. They haven't won the battles. They haven't competed. And as a result, they haven't had the puck on their stick. They got to figure it out, try to push, have some urgency in this third period.
Let's get the call. tripping call.
And the penalty killers are going to be the task on this one, protecting that one-goal lead.
The Avs win the draw here in their own end. McKinnon's got him along the wing. Oh, how about that stepping up?
Get out the ice packs, hey, James? That's what you got to do if you want to compete for a PK spot. And he does exactly that, and he takes away the shot threat.
To the front! Oh, top right for the shooters. It goes off the inside post and stays out. Power play set to roll on as the Senators get ready for the face-off. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. The Avs have it now. Steps across the line and on the attack down the right side. It's tripped up on the play. Referee's hand goes up here. Let's see what the official makes for the final decision. The Avs will lose a man, tripping the call.
Well, they have the lead, and now they've taken a penalty, so now they're going to be back on their heels. That power play is going to come out. You know they're going to be smelling and tasting blood, James. The PK unit, they got to be the task.
Grabs control of it at the point. Moves the puck along the half wall. Slides it across. Sends the pass over. With the blast. Oh, that goes just wide of the net.
I think he had more time than he thought here, James, with the pressure coming in on him. He just releases the puck quick, and he misses wide.
Plays it ahead, but he's under attack. Inside the offensive zone. Sends it across. Good defensive effort to poke it away. Avoids the defender. Feeds it over. Pass back to the point.
Burns' penalty is about to expire.
The Avs preserve the lead as their penalty killers get the job done. And a great steal! He scores!
Well, you can't worry about what happened in the game, James. It's all about what you do now, staying in the present. That's exactly what they've done, and they've got the equalizer.
The Avs have the equalizer they were searching for. Now we've got a new game.
This is why the fans pay the money to see games like this. It's entertaining, it's fun, it's back and forth hockey, and it's going to wind down right to the final buzzer.
Kivarenko's got the puck. Huge steal at his own end. Into the offensive end, right up the middle. Shot, and that one's turned aside. Tosses it to Makar. Oh, look at this chance. Makes a move in front. Denies him. Play whistle dead. Penalty coming up. The Avs have been handed a 2-minute penalty for tripping.
Once the stick engages at the lower half of the leg or within the skates, you know it's going to be a tripping call.
The Avs win the draw on their own end. More time off the clock as they grab the puck. Moves it over to Kulak. The Avs will play it from the defensive zone. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Quick feed to Malinsky. Slides the pass over to Watt. The Avalanche have possession along the boards. Takes the feed at center and moves up ahead.
Nichushkin's got to find his game, James. He hasn't been dangerous with the puck at all tonight. We really haven't seen him. He's been so quiet. But this game is still close, and he can still be the difference maker.
The Avalanche have it on the attack. Looks to set up at the point now. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. The Avs looking against the half wall. And that's intercepted by Lehkonen. And that slides right out to center ice. Makar's carrying it ahead. Shakes off the coverage. Poked away by Burns. On the attack along the boards. Oh, and he whiffs. Drives to the paint. Scores! And with that strike, they've gone in front.
Well, I I really like their game tonight. I mean, you always have to manage the ebbs and flows, but when you grind away and you continue to trust the process, you get opportunity, and they converted on it.
More than half the frame has been played here. The Avs are hanging on to this one-goal lead. They'd love to add another. Moves it to Malinsky. Kelly's gaining momentum. Takes the feed. With possession along the wall. Takes the feed at the point. From the boards, he takes that pass. Here he is, wristed on net. Oh, he got a little sliver of it, and it stays out. The Avs played along the wing. Here's a chance. Turn, they score!
Hold on here, James. This is going to be waved off. This is going to be a no goal as it goes off of the glove purposefully. If it goes off and it's just a bounce, it can go in, but not when it's intentionally directed or pushed in. Anytime a goal has to be reviewed, James, it goes to the penalty box or they're in contact with the league officials. Of course, they're reviewing it from multiple different angles, and it comes back. It is a non-call, no goal.
Good read by the winger as the two centers tie up. Along the half wall with the puck. Grabbed along the boards by Kadri. Quick pass to Makar. The one-timer! Big stop! Malinsky's got it in the defensive end. The Avs take it along the wing. Makar's got it across the line. They gain the offensive zone from the middle.
The Avs top line is coming onto the ice. They've been so effective. Their chemistry is unbelievable. They have a ton of motion and they're real tough to defend.
And he slides it quickly to Taves. And that's a great defensive heads-up to force the turnover. Quick feed down low. And that's intercepted on the defensive end.
Playing with confidence is one thing, but then you can be overconfident as well, James, especially when you have a lead. You want to make sure you're in good positioning to be able to backtrack and help out your defense.
The Avs scoop it up along the boards. Kelly's got it in the offensive zone. Takes the pass. Whiffs on that. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Nelson. Poked away at center ice. Dishes it off. Tremendous block on the play.
And the bench really erupts on that one because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net.
The Avs take it along the wall. Feeds it to Malinsky. And he takes the pass. 5 seconds and he makes the save. And we are all over with this one. The Avs find a way to win, and I think just generating a lot of offense there didn't help.
Yeah, and this is a close one, James. Closer than it could have been if it wasn't for a hot goaltender. I just love the way they had the mindset to put the puck to the net. They were crashing. They didn't get frustrated when it wasn't going in.